What's up, Royals? Welcome to Tonitra's Garden. If you're new here, I'm Tonitra and you are in my garden. It's about 9 a.m. The sun beat me up this morning, so it's already about to get pretty heated pretty quickly. So I just have a few gardening tasks that I need to do today. I need to clean up a few of these beds, pull out some of these green beans, and plant some other things, sow some seeds. So that's what we're gonna do today. Not too much heavy lifting, just very, very light. We're already moving into the summer heat, so I'm gonna run inside and grab my seeds really quickly and put on some off because the mosquitoes, they're not out right now, surprisingly, but I do need to water the garden, so maybe that's why. All right, so these beans are pretty much spent, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull these out and make more room for something else that I'm probably gonna start from seed, but I am gonna plant some more basil, so that's what we're gonna do. We'll pull these out. It's gonna make the garden look so much prettier. I am happy to pull these out because my little flowers weren't doing so well because they were so shaded. So here we go. We're uncovering. We do have a few more beans on here. Pull those off. We have so many caterpillars crawling around. I'm like squishing them twice a day, because if I don't squish them, they'll just eat up all of my plants. You see this basil? It was so beautiful just like a week or two ago, and now it's just all eaten up. Got a big caterpillar here. So we still have green onion here. It's doing well. I don't need to replant. I think it just needed more space. We have a couple of tomatoes trying to ripen. That's exciting. Once the tomatoes start to take off, they really start to take off. Now this year, we didn't get very much rain, so my tomatoes don't have as many tomatoes as I thought they would have, because it's so hot already that tomatoes won't produce if it's over like 86 to 90 degrees. So that's a bummer. Hopefully, I don't know, I'm gonna have to figure out something to remedy that, but we'll see. Okay, so my zinnias have more space. Just clean up some of the dead leaves. Make them look a little prettier. Zinnias are one of the things that do really well in our very hot summers, so I think I'm gonna plant some more zinnias. But I was thinking about doing a like a dwarf variety and seeing how that did. Okay, so this bed is already looking 10 times better. I'm glad I can see what's going on underneath the soil, because those beans had the soil pretty much covered, which you do want, but I'm ready to plant some other stuff. So I'm gonna plant some more basil here, and yeah, we'll start with that. I was wondering why my basil was looking crazy. The water's dried out. OMG. Okay, so the caterpillars have been munching on this basil, but that's okay. We're gonna fill this bed in with basil just to kind of, you know, get us going. Okay, I'm just gonna take a couple of these out. Already have roots. And the basil does like to be up under this, up under these tomato plants. So, just gonna pop some more basil in there, and then we'll be able to care for these a little bit easier without those beans in the way. So, does anybody have any summer vacation plans? I don't have any. Not this year. But one of my favorite places to go is Miami. Always a good time. Ooh, these roots are all tangled. They didn't even have any basil at the hardware store. I'm still seeing roly-polies, or, you know, pill bugs in here. I'm not gonna say to the extent that it was, but they're still here, so we'll continue to do the organic watermelon method to keep them down. I'll probably have to get another watermelon this weekend. Okay. All right, so that is it for this bed. I just popped some basil into the empty spaces, and it'll fill out and grow back nice and full because the basil likes the shade of these tomato plants. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this sunflower because it looks diseased and it's dead, so pull her right on out. I think I'm gonna pull this watermelon too because it's not growing anything from what I can see, but it possibly could be. I'm not too sure. Let me see. Let me look around here. A baby watermelon. I thought this was a cantaloupe, but it's not. It's a watermelon. I hope I didn't damage the plant. That's the only watermelon I've seen. There could possibly be more, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave it. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and leave that. Okay, so coming over to this bed is a little, not tricky, but I kind of gotta map it out definitely because I don't want anything being blocked by sun if it has to grow from seed. So I have these roselle here that I definitely want to pop into this back area, but I do want to grow some corn this year. So I think I'm gonna pop the corn into that back area and then put the roselle in front of it. And then coming this way, we'll have a few other things which I'm not quite sure about. But we'll start with that. We'll start with roselle. And I know the caterpillars are going to try to chomp on this roselle. I do not want to put it in yet, but it probably needs to go in. Okay, so in this little area back here, I'm gonna do some corn. I'm gonna do them in rows because they will pollinate better in rows. It's saying on the packet do a couple rows, one seed every 4 inches. So we're gonna do that. So I'm just gonna measure with my finger here. One, about 4 inches would be here. Another 4 inches would be here. Here. And we'll do one at the very back. Okay. And we'll do one a little further up. I've never really done rows before. We'll see what happens. And then we're gonna thin them every 12 inches when we come back in so that they have room to grow. Okay. And we're gonna do one more row. I'm so hoping that I have success. I know you have to keep corn fertilized and watered during the growing process. So we'll see how this goes. I'm sowing them about 1 inch deep. I think we did it. So I don't have a garden marker, but I'm gonna go ahead and stick a I don't know where my popsicle sticks went. I'm gonna put a stick in here so that I know where they are, but they should be popping up in a few days, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grow some roselle here and here. I'm gonna put in 2 of those. Or should I risk it and put 3? What do y'all think? 2 or 3? I want the roselle to do good, of course. But I don't want it to be fighting the corn. Move you guys back. I was thinking of putting some sunflowers in here, but I don't know. I heard cowpeas are a good cover crop for the summer. So let's get our roselle. So I'm gonna put 2 roselle plants in here. We're gonna let them do their thing. And I started these from seed not too long ago. I think it was in April. So maybe it has been a little minute, a hot little minute. Let's see. I don't want anything fighting for nutrients. I want these plants to do well. Ooh, look at them roots. Girl, bye. This is ready to get up out of here. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so we have one roselle in. Ooh. I don't know if roselle is going to need to be staked. I'm honestly not too sure. I might pop a roselle in the other corner of my garden, or I might grow it in a grow bag. I'll have to see. Okay, now for this other side, I think I'm gonna do so for this little area, I really would like to do some sunflowers, something pretty, and that I know will do well in the heat. And I have some really pretty sunflowers that I wanted to try. What do y'all think? Should I go for it, or should I do okra? I'm not sure. This is a hard decision because I'll be pulling my tomatoes from that bed by next month, so I could wait and put them in that bed, or I could put them in this bed. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put an okra in here, and I'm gonna put some sunflowers around it. And I think that could work so that I'm not totally wasting the space. And okra takes a little bit to get going. So I think it could possibly work. Yeah, let's do that. We'll do okra. We'll do 2 okra plants. And then we'll do some sunflowers. Ooh, I think it's about time that I get a little gardening bench, because this nailing and squatting, I'm not no spring chicken no more. Okay, so we're gonna put the okra in. I'm gonna do 2 okra in this space. Yeah, I wanna try the Louisiana green velvet. It's a dark green okra, and it looks shiny, almost. Not velvety, but okay. Yeah, I think I can get 2 okra plants in this space. And then once it's going, I can see, what am I doing? I don't have transplants. So let's do it. We're gonna do 4 seeds, 2 in each spot. 1, 2, 1, 2. And okra takes a little while to pop up, so the waiting process. But it might not, because it's super hot right now, so I might get lucky. And then we're gonna sow this hybrid sunflower. It's called the Sunray Yellow. And I saw these and I thought they were so pretty. So we're gonna do those. 2, 4. Okay. Those are in. Got a couple seeds to spare. Woo, that's exciting. I feel like I'm gonna grow a lot in this little space. And it's not really a little space, it's a lot of space. But super exciting. So let's water this in. We've got to keep it nice and moist so these seedlings can sprout. All right, so I got everything watered and everything is looking pretty good. I wanted to show y'all something real quick. Remember in my garden tour, I was telling y'all that these were about ready to start fruiting. Look how gorgeous these are. These are yard long beans, but they're purple. And these are so freaking whimsical. Like, they just bring a certain touch to the garden that I just can't explain, but I am absolutely adoring these. They are just gorgeous on a trellis with other things, like, you know, just vining in between. It just gives it a pop of color. And I'm very surprised at how much I really like these, and they're super easy to grow. I don't know, for some reason I just felt like those won't grow in my garden. Those won't grow long like that in my garden. For whatever reason, you know, I'm just crazy like that. But look, OMG. Those are so stinking pretty. And I have some more up here starting to come at the top. So those are going to be a new staple in my garden. I am always going to plant those. They do take a little while to fruit, about 85 days, but it is definitely worth it. What it brings, it just brings, I don't know, it's just wonderful. I really like it. And what I was thinking is planting some of these underneath tomato plants and letting them trellis up the tomato trellis. OMG, that would look so gorgeous if there were just beans trickling down. Oh, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. Maybe in the fall, we'll see. But I can't get enough of these things. I just can't. I was also thinking about installing some drip irrigation to my raised beds. I feel like that would really help out a lot in the summer and in the mornings, because I do have pretty busy mornings, and although I do like watering my garden, it would take a lot of stress off of me if I could just turn it on a timer and get it going. So I'm really thinking about doing that here soon. What do y'all think? I'm a little bit nervous about it because I don't know what I'm doing, but I heard that it's really easy, so I'm gonna look into that and see what I could possibly do. But yeah. Ooh, so that is gonna wrap it up for this video. I gotta go inside and make breakfast and eat something. But yeah, I hope that this video was entertaining. I didn't do much today, but I did do a lot. I don't know. But yeah, if you like these types of videos, make sure to give me a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, Royals.